My next big print project is underway. This is the second piece of the unit, but the first that I've printed since I committed to it fully after one test piece that I'll talk about later. Can you guess what it is? If you're watching this near launch, then the title won't have given it away, so I'm curious if anybody actually could tell from the skids that we are talking about Whirl, or more specifically, the toy that he originated from, which is the Gazette from the Dorvac anime. Some of my favorite mecha designs. You can see a little bit different color scheme, kind of blue thunderish. He's going to be a real big effort compared to the Mugen caliber, as you can see here, and then in this product shot from a cool Japanese catalog. You can tell by the little dude standing near the base here just how gigantic and huge and big this thing's going to be. Side note from the same catalog, different color schemes here. Look at this weird Gerwalk mode that they have him in. Really strange. It's like a limbo mode or something. I don't know. Anyway, I had to share it. Sometimes I come across this crazy stuff. My wife doesn't care, so you got to put up with it in the video. Anywho, talking about scale here, I've got my soldier, who's going to be the underpinning, and the all-important caliber for size reference in robot mode. The first piece that I printed is the canopy. Now, I hope this will eventually be a resin-printed clear piece, but I had to make sure that it would jive with the pilot or the human, and that kind of set the scale. Once I had that, I started printing, as you saw in the beginning, the skids for the landing skids, and then here's almost everything I've printed up to this point, which makes up the base of the helicopter mode up to the cockpit. And also, importantly, there's a little friction joint here. Now, this has a little bit of a swivel, and normally it's covered by a piece that comes on later that locks it in, but at this stage of build, it just slides off. But you can see here how big it's going to be, and that, in my opinion, kind of matches what it's supposed to in terms of scale. To keep me on the right track, I have been referring back to this Generations toy. I know it's not the G1, but still gives sort of a close approximation of what we're going to have. And you can see here in terms of the proportions of the helicopter, it's not too far off. I really enjoy this build. It has these pieces that lock it together. They're actually little sort of bolts that you print that then thread in and lock everything together. It is a very modular design. You can see the guy even put in right and left designations on most pieces. And then here is the part that I mentioned previously. Once this is in place, that leg can't fall apart. But it also allows you to get to this, which you can tighten or loosen depending on what you need for stability in robot mode or helicopter mode. Very, very smart design. Can't say enough about the guy that made this. Bringing back in our pilot, you can see there's not really a cockpit at this point, but as I double check it, that looks really close to me for proper sizing and scale and whatnot. So pretty happy with how this is progressing. I'm going to keep printing parts, including the head. Now, there's a cowling that goes around this. This is not the entire head. It actually just attaches here. And I'm going to take advantage of that by installing a LED system so that it can have a nice light up eye. I'm kind of into that. So this is what we've got so far. And I'm going to obviously put up videos about this as I progress. It's a really exciting project to me. I love making these childhood dreams come true with sort of large scale versions of these fantastic mecha. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it half as much as I enjoyed making it, and I'll see you next time.